Extremes always look similar. Extremes always have similar characteristics. Tamas and Sattva, Atta Tamas and Shuddha Sattva, superficially if you look at them, they look very similar. You can give various examples of that. See, inertness and stability, they look similar. Are they same? Inertia, inertness. Meaning, or in Sanskrit if you say Jadatva. Jada and Sthira, they will look similar, they are not same. But they are the extremes of the spectrum. Jada is Tamas, Sthira is Sattva. Or if you take another example, when you don't understand a thing about anything, obviously you won't get any questions. When you understand very well about something, again you won't get questions. So not having questions on something can mean two things. It can be tamasic or sattvic. Or when somebody is being aggressive towards you, when somebody is scolding you or abusing you, you may keep quiet out of fear, or you may keep quiet out of love and compassion. In both situations you keep quiet. For tamasic reasons you may keep quiet, for sattvic reasons you may keep quiet. Always extremes look very much similar. Even in the physical world they look similar. If the intensity of the light is increased, it is blinding. You can't see. If the intensity of the light is reduced, it is blind. You can't see again. If the intensity of the sound is increased beyond a particular limit, if it is made ultrasonic, you cannot hear. If it is taken below, again you cannot hear. The functioning part is only in between, mostly the Rajasic part. Tamas and Sattva have similar characteristics, they look similar. Or the most obvious example is, superficially, meditation and sleep look similar. Superficially, depression and self-content look similar. A depressed person also sits on his own. A self-content person also sits on his own. Both will look similar. So suppose after spending a few days or weeks in Prashanti, suppose you became a little sattvic. Suppose. And you went back home with that sattva, you felt like sitting quietly on the sofa in your house. And you sat quietly for 10 minutes. All in your house will start freaking out. Thinking, oh, why, what happened? Why are you not talking? Because they think that not talking necessarily means tamas. Not talking necessarily means the negative side, depression, introversion. No, not talking, being on yourself can also mean serenity, can also mean tranquility. No one thinks of that, unfortunately. So, these extremes always look similar, and therefore it is easy to cheat others and yourself by showing sattva, whereas internally you may be actually tamasic. It is easy to replace one with the other superficially. So it is easy to cheat others and yourself. Actually you may be tamasic, but you may think that I am sattvic. And all other way around also is possible. Actually you may be sattvic and others may think that you are tamasic. But it doesn't matter as long as you are straight with yourself. What others think of you doesn't matter. At least we have to be straight with ourselves. We have to identify actually what it is. Because if you pretend something, if you pretend to be something which you are not, changes can never happen. If you are in tamas and if you pretend to yourself that it is sattva, real sattva can never come because your doors are closed. You think already sattva is there. You can wake up a person who is really sleeping. You cannot wake up a person who is pretending to be asleep. No matter how much you try, you cannot. So if tamas is there, acknowledge it is there. Don't directly try to jump and imitate sattva, and don't try to have that false sattva, because extremes always look similar.